there's a secret I hide. It's on the inside, hiding right here in plain sight. It just came along, a strange fucking song. I didn't plan it, nor did I fight. The fire that burned for that which I've yearned one day consumed it all. A bubble popped, identification stopped, the removal of a wall. I became so small and yet was all I no longer fucking was. I became the sky and ground, the mountain and sound, a witness to what my body does. My ego was ripping, and no, I wasn't tripping. Yeah, it's weird, but it's not something to be solved. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I turned inside out. The line between me and reality dissolved. And then guess what? An explosion in my gut, a nuclear blast of bliss. Better than orgasm or drug, 'twas the eternal hug. I was that, and also I was this. What can I say? I just went away, but the mind stuck around to record. Something down deep was awake, an electric rising snake. Never again would I be fucking bored. How strange to see actions performed by me whilst I watched, and the snake slithered into my chest. My ego jumped from the boat, I slid down a divine throat and allowed bliss to eat me and digest. The snake had expanded, the bliss it demanded that it was the only thing there was. There wasn't enough room for this gamma ray boom. Duality became static and fuzz. Like a candle to the sun, I was fucking done, outshone to the ultimate degree. My ego got cooked. Everywhere I looked, I saw myself. I was finally free. Outside of time, beyond this rhyme, everything I saw, I inexorably became. Whilst the body and mind continued the grind, I was the silent awareness without a name. The bliss was like fire. It didn't expire. Ever-changing, it never got old. Weeks and weeks went by. Beyond truth and lie, I was nestled in a transcendental fold. Then every once in a while, I'd get puked into a pile like regurgitation from the gut of a god. Partially digested, my ego was bested, a dreadful emptiness. The old me, a fraud. My sense of self had been a church, and from the spires I used to perch and say, look at me, I'm holy as fuck. But again, I'd get swallowed and no longer wallowed because bliss does not fucking suck. Round and round, from gut to ground, with each barf I was less than before. From a church to shack, then scurrying for a crack, I was left without even a door. I longed to get back inside that acidic tide, to ride waves of delight merged with all. But that was not my fate. I'd have to wait. Primordial awareness had come to call. Eroded by bliss, it all came to this. There was nothing to actually become. I was suddenly awake. I thought, for fuck's sake, I must be the last to know. I'm so dumb. When the true self is shown, you will laugh and groan. I've fucking been here all along. There's nothing to gain. Just remove the thought stain. Then simply exist. You can't do it wrong. For a time, I was just the self, witnessing silently up on a shelf. I enjoyed happiness, but also pain too. Like watching a movie that's so good, but you've entirely understood. It's just acting. There's nothing to do. But then nature wants you back. She grabs you by the sack, and an ego structure starts to reform. But there's no more this or that. You're reborn right where you're at. Embodied awareness becomes the new norm. Once you awaken, your delusions are forsaken. You are one, but also you're two. You forever see the riddle. You are there in your middle, and that's it. It's the one thing that's true. But there is no relief. Divine acidate your belief, and for the first time, you have to face death. You become the sudden bearer of annihilation's terror. What is this, fucking Macbeth? There's no more North Pole. It doesn't matter if there's a soul. The re-emerging ego must face that it's not real. You must embrace the void, and if you're fucking annoyed, that's fine, because you're here to feel. If you're not pure when you merge, then later you'll purge. Awareness can be like gasoline. Every thought is a spark. It's no walk in the park. It's like spiritual Drano. Know what I mean? It's hard to keep track of every panic attack. It sucks being rebuilt from the ground up. Every demon you've sequestered comes out pungent and festered. You'll have to face each one and say, what's up? The panacea of awareness removes all sense of fairness. You're like a baby driving an old man. Being awake is an antibiotic. It kills bullshit and all things neurotic. Just take the medicine as best you can. It's strange, though, to be born in a meat suit you've already worn. There's really no telling how you'll be. Without attraction and aversion, you're a new fucking version. Hence this sailor's mouth. I work by the sea. Like Humpty Dumpty on a wall, you take a great fall. Those broken pieces you don't need to keep. But your ego is broke, and you're nothing but yoke, so you grab a broom and you sweep. Like a baby, you don't know what, where, when, how to go. Your environment helps you take shape. If you're in an ashram, you're a monk. If you're in school, you might flunk. Who people think you are becomes your new cape. You find you can bask in everything for which you ask. Reality seems something you weave. You are the universe wearing meat. Ain't that fucking neat? Perhaps you could ascend, but you won't leave. You become unbound by fools. You make your own rules. You don't need a robe to show what you know. You're a drop of it all. It won't let you fall. You sacrifice knowledge so truth will show. Before there was a buffer, you didn't know all meat suits suffer, but now you experience it firsthand. You are the one dreamer's dream. In every eye, you're the gleam. I will help figure this shit out, you demand. So strange to be a me, yet perpetually see our condition from the lucidity behind our eyes. The cosmic aperture of meat, the eternal took a seat. We are all just one thing in disguise. Is this true or delusion? Am I insane or awake? Well, I really don't give a shit. It equates to the same. I am awareness without the of, a stardust meat golem of love. I am emptiness, given a name. I am pain, I am rain, I am loss, I am gain, I am stillness, who likes to quiver. I am a sound, I am a song, I am short and I am long. I am heat and fire, and in cold I am the shiver. I am me and I am you, so what now shall we do? You tell me, there's no real thought in my head. I have no fucking clout. From emptiness all things sprout. I am water going where gravity has led. You know, atoms are empty just about, so all the shit of which we scream and shout is just a persistent illusion that we find. And maybe it's none of my fucking biz, but your suffering is an aversion to what is. When I say I don't mind, I mean I really don't mind. We are a storm, we are form. We never die, we're never born. But thoughts and identifications come and go. We are loose and we are tight. We are the day defined by night. We are ripples in a pond and the seeds we sow. We are a weed because of need. Emptiness decided to feed and collapsed into matter and woke its own ass up. We are a mother and a child. We are placid, we are wild. We're an old-ass dog and the playful pup. We are morals that like to be budged, egoic scaffolding, and everything's judged. You know, all you really need to do is breathe and exist. But that's not what it's all about. Oneness wanted to fuck around and find out. It's like the algorithm. It sees our desire and gives it a twist. I can go on and on. I'm a piece of eternity called Sean. You're the same fucking thing. We're all holes in a dam. Awake on a mudball floating in space. We're wearing the universe's face. It's an eternal cosmic expansion, so there's no need to cram. Eat the sun. Have some fun. We're the baker. We're the bun. We're the beauty of a woman's eyes that nature lent her. We are testosterone. We are a fist. Do you get my fucking gist? We are the self-evident, all-pervasive presence in our center. We are skinny, we are fatter, we are quantum, we are matter, we are a simulation without a computer. We're a fabric of waking dream, a membrane that has no seam. We are the Shiva Lingam thrusting into the cosmic cooter. We are knowledge, we are delusion, sub-zero space and fusion. We are exposed yet always undercover. We are life, we are death, we are breathing and the breath. We are the atmosphere entering lungs like a lover. We're vibrations, the cosmic thrum, alone in the desert beating a drum. We are the ritual which focuses our sight. We are smart, but we are dumb, born of a supernova's cosmic come. We are the guitar string, not too loose nor too tight. We are the witch, we are the priest, the sacrament and pagan feast. We are the Holy Spirit around the pentacle's edge. We are the left, we are the right, only separated by fright. We are the mud-born lotus and the native sedge. We are the atheist and the devout. You can disagree, you can shout. Existence doesn't need belief to exist. We create narratives as a bag, throw in our beliefs and watch it sag, then stuff in even more shit and watch the seams resist. See, that's the real biz. We resist what is. Resistance is how nature makes us think we're a thing. The ego's only job is to slob on its own knob. It bounces judgment off of objects with a ping. We are science, we are religion, we are energy, every smidgen. We are a field, you were just a reference point. We are the pious and the vicious, the trusting and suspicious. We are the teetotaler and a mofo smoking a joint. We are math and we are words, we are divinity, we are turds. We create ourselves as a ratio of love and hate. If you look, I think you'll find yourself hiding behind the mind. Thinking is just the ego trying to masturbate. We're the fury and hate, transcending early and late. We're the vastness broken down to the very little. In love, we are the tender. It's our consciousness we must render. When to figure it the fuck out, get a knife and whittle. A singularity longing for itself purposely forgot that every iteration of what it is, it's also not. Emptiness and form fuck in an eternal embrace. Illusions of space and time it created, but everything's only right now, and you waited. We're the universe experiencing itself without a trace. Blow a bubble and ask what's in there. Duh, same as the outside, it's air. Ask the same when gazing into an empty bowl. We are empty and we are full. That's hella zen, ain't it cool? Die before death and pop goes the wee soul. Thoughts are horses that pull your cart. Emotions are a brain's wet fart. Don't let them rule. They are not you. Like a storm in the sky, watch them float on by. But yeah, sometimes farts stink. It's true. Look, I'm no fucking bard. I'm just saying life can be hard. Oh, you didn't know? You came here to play level 10. Whether an angel on a cloud or fucking 72 virgins and getting loud, there's just one soul pretending it's everything again and again. Thoughts are clouds in the sky. Do you ever ask, who am I? It's not a test. You don't have to cram. Try this. Think, what will my next thought be? Then watch all your thoughts flee. That's your glimpse of I am that I am. Well, that's about it. I shot my load into your wrinkly pink meat abode. There's really nothing special about any of this shit. We're not actually different, you and me. If you don't see now, you will eventually. We're a singular ecstatic amnesiac, all of us, everything, every bit. Okay, off you go. You do you. You are the one thing true. Follow your excitement. It's there to entice us. If you're someone compelled to seek, look to your feet, not at the mountain peak. Okay, well, have a nice day. Or an existential crisis.